Symphony Orchestra invites you to their next concert, and if you're a Star Wars fan, you gotta go, because they are going to feature music of Star Wars and so much more. Star Wars, E.T., Star Trek, and Apollo 13, along with space-themed classical music pieces. Jackson Symphony Orchestra teaming up with Alley Sharp Museum, Jackson School of the Arts, the Michigan Theater, and Northwest High School Choir Program. The second half of the concert features Star Wars series almost entirely, including the Northwest High School Choir in one of the music selections. The choir will also play a part in Star Trek earlier in the show. JSO is encouraging movie fans, young and old, to dress up as their favorite space-themed movie characters and to bring the entire family to the concert. It's happening at the Michigan Theater this Saturday, 7 p.m. Tickets at jacksonsymphony.org, or you can call 782-3221. Next on our show is the CEO of the Jackson YMCA, Shawna Tello. Hi, Shawna.
Hi, Bart.
Good to see you. Welcome back.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Yeah, and especially with news. You've got exciting news.
Right, we sure do. We're very proud to announce that we have achieved meeting our original goal set back in 2017 to raise $25 million to build a transformational YMCA.
$25 million. Congratulations.
In downtown Jackson, right? Stay downtown, serve the people that need us the most. It's a perfect location, and we're really proud to continue to have our roots in downtown Jackson.
Originally, it was hoped to build a brand new Y from scratch, tear the old one down, but then reality set in along with COVID and all those complications.
Right.
But Plan B sounds like it might even be the better situation anyway.
It is. It's been an interesting process to go through. It was definitely a difficult decision to make. Late in December of 2021, we announced our decision to pivot from new construction to redevelopment, which will be a combination of new construction and major renovation of the existing facility. Going through the pandemic, we learned that the value of key components of our existing facility had gone up significantly. You'll remember that we've been chasing a moving target for many years now as it relates to the cost of the new construction, the new build, the total cost. Square footage costs continued to increase, and we came to the conclusion late in December that it was time to make a decision and go in a different direction and fulfill our commitment to being good stewards of the investments, the generous contributions that we've received from our community.
Let's take a look. You sent over a photograph of what the Y looks like right now. And this is looking west up Wesley Street. Yes. And now, same spot.
Isn't that amazing?
You can see the existing components, the big gym in the left.
Right.
In the back, but all this in the front would be new.
Right. Yeah. Right. So we're putting the square footage on that east side of the building, main entrance on the east side of the building, facing out into the parking lot. There are so many benefits to going with this redevelopment. You'll remember when we launched the campaign, there were certain community needs that were identified early on that we committed to addressing in the new building. The really exciting part of this is that we will be able to fulfill those commitments in redevelopment. And one of those was safety, visibility, and accessibility, all rolled into creating a space that's welcoming for all. And you can see that if you're up on the treadmill, you'll be able to see out over the parking lot. That visibility is so important for the young families and the seniors that we serve. Ease of accessibility. There will be an elevator right up front and center, ramp access, up to that foyer area. And when you enter the facility, clean sight lines, a main street, so you'll be able to look up and see exactly where you're going as soon as you enter the building. And we're also able to maintain some little pieces of history. There's many people still involved with the organization that were a part of building this YMCA. And so it's exciting for those folks to be able to preserve some of the hard work that they did.
So the existing building, obviously there's a lot of issues. It's age, and it's kind of a maze right now. And it's all cement blocks. So
Right.
it sounds like there'll be some major reconstruction of what's existing.
Right. In fact, I've been told that I should stay away from the word renovation, because the word we really want to use is transformational redevelopment. Because if you were to stand inside of the YMCA and look toward Wesley Street up at the windows, and then turn and look back behind you, back to the hallway where the men's and women's locker rooms are, all of that is going to be completely removed. One of the components, well, there are many components of this, and we're still saying new YMCA because the redevelopment is so extensive that it will look and feel like a new Y. But one of the components that we're really excited about is this universal locker room concept. We'll be eliminating our family and community locker room, our girls' locker room, and our boy locker room, and we'll be putting in this universal locker room where there's individual stations with showers, toilets, and sinks where people can, change, get ready for the workday. If you have a family, you can contain your young family in one safe, clean space. It's really going to be great for anybody who doesn't like the traditional locker room model, or that model doesn't work for.
Gang showers.
He said it. And on the flip side of that, though, Bart, I mentioned being able to maintain some of the rich history of our current building. New YMCAs around the country don't have racquetball courts in them. And so by going this route, we're able to preserve some of our racquetball courts. And so the folks that have been longtime members and racquetball players will be able to continue that tradition. And the actual size of the facility. Newer YMCA buildings are more compact, and so we would have been reducing square footage in a new construction situation, whereas with this, we'll be able to majorly renovate a larger square footage of the building.
Interesting. So if we had built a new Y from scratch, it would have been smaller than doing this combination of reimagining and new build.
Right, because of the way that buildings are designed nowadays, the layouts have changed so much. But fortunately, even though this building is so challenging to navigate, I mean, it was laid out appropriately during the times that it was built, but it's been added to so many times that it's really difficult to navigate. It's no secret. And so that's another one of the commitments that we're able to fulfill is not only will we be able to make it easier to navigate, but because of those major changes, we'll now be able to get licensed for childcare. And you'll remember early on that was one of our commitments, was that our new building would be licensed to provide childcare in our community. And our existing facility, the way it is, cannot be licensed by the state of Michigan. We're licensed to provide day camp, and we provide day camp programming year-round. But we're excited to be able to add that additional licensing to our programs.
There's really a lot to come, including decisions on the overall design, and I guess fundraising continues, and you're planning some coffee hours.
Yes. So we've been working very much behind the scenes the last few months. We made that decision to pivot in December, and in a lot of ways we had to start over. We had to start over with the designs and with the research, and we had to do the physical conditions assessments, and there was a lot of work that probably isn't particularly interesting to the average person, But now we're getting to the point where, like you said, we are starting to finalize some of those designs. We're getting prepared for the bidding process, final cost estimates, and getting more and more visuals in place that we'll be able to share with the community in the near future. And so that's why I'll be offering those coffee hours coming up. Is I would love the opportunity to sit down with folks individually and show them the designs, and also personally thank them for their support, staying with us through this process.
So the first one is coming up May 31st, then one in June, and one in July.
Yes,
Yeah.
come have coffee with me.
Coffee. Coffee with
Everybody
the CEO.
loves coffee, right?
Yeah. Great. Thanks for the update.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I always appreciate the opportunity.
And if people need more info, it's all on the website.
Yes, visit our website, and very soon we'll be launching our construction website. It's a service that Granger provides, so the community will be able to monitor our progress through that too. We're
Good.
looking forward to getting that up and running.
Thanks, Shawna.
Thank you.
Jackson YMCA CEO, Shawna Tello.